Let's go.
You guys have breakfast the next morning, and you will arrive just outside of Redcliffe. So it looks a mess from up there. You see movement going on, and there's quite a bit of undead.
Why can't we ever just go to someplace nice for some really lost, unknown artifact?
Prior to this, the captain will approach the guardsmen, and if you look on the main deck, on the upper deck, on the far left of the upper deck, you will see that there is a table with chairs. That's sort of the strategery room.
I get it.
The captain will explain to Maximilian that if he wishes to talk strategy about what they're going to do to get around Redcliffe, you can do that. You can discuss it there.
Right. I accept. Oh, you mean the group?
Everyone who is accounted for, even the people who aren't. She's pretty much giving you a lead to call a meeting and brainstorm how you're going to do this.
Powwow session.
What's the objective? What are you guys going to do? Plan out how you're going to do it. Because
Group huddle.
talk about what do you know, what are resources, and even if you wanted to ask help from people who are not going to be in your party, you're welcome to it. So I guess my first question is, I ask, who do you want to be attending this planning strategic meeting?
We only have 5 chairs.
Well, you have
That's
enough chairs
okay.
for everyone. That's
I
okay.
don't
People can
need a
stand.
chair. I will lean against the wall, looking cool.
And I'm not necessarily asking only Maximilian,
than-
but just in general. Who do you want in
Sitting against the
attendance?
wall. As long as it's
I'm
not
guess-
sitting in Maelstrom's lap, I'm fine.
I guess. Why did we go to Redcliffe again? We needed one of the ingredients for the ritual, but which
Yes.
one was it?
What was it called?
Remember?
again?
Was
Star metal.
yes.
Star metal?
Yes.
It was
Star metal.
indeed
Okay, good.
star metal.
Okay, so I'm personally gonna call Jody
Okay.
and the 2 demon hunters. Oh, well, she's one of them demon hunters.
Yes.
Two Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
I already put in the people that were going to be in your party, so if you want to add other people into the group,
I think that's enough.
just them? Okay.
Well, of course, my companions, and
Okay.
I believe Gwenail is there as well.
Yes, Gwenail, we can say Gwenail's there as well. So,
I think we should. I think I don't see her there. I think we should have Maelstrom there.
Yeah, of course, Bestrom as well.
alright, Captain Maelstrom will be there as well.
Probably have Vic there as well.
Okay, begrudgingly, we can add him in. Is that it?
Yeah, I believe so, at least for me. Anyone
Okay.
else have any suggestions? Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I'm guessing there's a map or something on the table.
Yes.
So, first of all, thank you everyone for coming. I expect this to be very dangerous, but I know I can count on all of you. So, we are here. Oh, map.
We are here. Yes.
Yes.
Vic, your lookouts, have they discovered the largest concentrations of undead as of yet?
As far as I can see, the largest concentration is pretty much within the town village proper, which is over here. The source
Very-
of many of them seem to be coming from out of the main gate of Redcliffe Castle itself, which is over here. Is where they seem to be milling about back and forth. But as far as the mass, they're in the main square of the village.
Very well. As I see it, we have 2 options to find the star metal. Brute force or sneaking around. I know, I look around me and I see people who are hardened veterans, combatants. If you chose to do so, I will be honored to have you follow me into combat. My suggestion is this. We land on top of the hill here.
You point over
And-
there, and on the map, that's actually where the windmill is.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
mill.
that's the windmill.
That's a raised surface, right?
Yes,
You can
it is a raised
down.
surface, correct.
Now, we don't know where... Do we know where the star battle is?
You tell
Do
me,
we-
do you?
I'm thinking that
Would-
it would be where they would either store their most prized possessions
I'm-
or where they work with the metalness.
I will say that at this moment, Gwenail will mention in his vision, because he had that vision, if you remember, while he was in the Fade with Aveline in Redcliffe with Alistair. He will mention that he actually remembers seeing Aveline's idol, the statue, in that room. That's where it is, at least in his vision. He's not sure it's been moved since then, but that's where it is.
Where is it, you said? I didn't
It-
follow.
we don't. I don't think we know where exactly it is. But wherever it is, there is an idol
Okay.
building somewhere nearby.
It was in it was in
rooms.
one of the bedrooms that had out of character Alistair's crib. Alistair's crib was in that room.
So it's actually in the castle.
It's in the castle. Yes, it's in the estate.
Okay.
Redcliffe estate, Redcliffe castle. Yes.
Oh. Then I'm gonna change my mind. Yes,
Okay.
go back.
All right, now we know where we're looking.
So, as far as we know, the star metal is somewhere inside Redcliffe Castle. Now, we have a flying ship, and let's make the best of it. I suggest we approach from the south and deploy at the docks. That way we can avoid most of the undead in this village center.
Nathan raises his hand.
Go ahead.
Just to give you a little bit of extra information, I don't know if this is going to necessarily change anything, but I have been to Redcliffe before, well, prior to all of the mess that was happening there. And sources say that there is a passageway going from the windmill that leads directly into the basement or the dungeons of the castle.
Is that so? Well then, that does indeed change things. How
Victor
about we
pulls
let-
out his. Victor goes over the edge of the ship and he has his telescope. He looks over. The area around the windmill seems decently clear. A few straggler undead, but not nearly as much as they are in the square, nor coming from the castle itself.
Oh, and it will save us the walk. So, how about we land up on the beside the windmill, clear it, and try and find this secret tunnel. I look around for suggestions.
Well, I'm all for sneaking, but okay, what kind of check would it be? Because I'm actually really concerned about that undead concentration. What kind of check would it be to like identify or know knowledge based on what they do, what they want?
I would
Like-
say
It is.
entropy. I would say entropy.
It's
Ew.
the denizens I'm worried about. What if we find some inside?
Well, I can't say that this is a rescue mission, Lee.
Yes. I was just. Forgive me, I was just concerned on how we would best deal with them.
Ah, you mean the undead?
Yes.
Okay, so your question again, Shally, was what do they want?
Yeah, I'm trying to determine why they would be concentrated in that area.
Okay.
Stragglers?
Probably the reason why they're concentrated in that area is because that is the thing about undead. Research says that undead, even though they are dead, they have remnants of their previous lives to some degree, and therefore, since majority of the people who are in the necropolis used to live there, they would probably frequent the areas that they are most familiar with, and would probably frequent the areas where they used to live. So, and it's Rogan number 4. What do you think, Logan number 4?
Logan number 4, please leave.
With a 20, Shally, you can ask further questions, just in general about the undead situation. You believe that, according to the stories that you've been hearing about Redcliffe, if whoever whoever caused the undead to walk in the first place, if you're able to take that person out, it should cause a chain reaction similar to the ones that was on the Mage Tower, and basically break the enchantment on the undead so that they will no longer be walking anymore. So.
Well, I think it's great that the guardsman here is wanting to sneak around and retrieve this star medal. I would have thought that, saving villagers would have been his top priority, but, whatever.
Saving villagers? Do you actually think someone is still alive down there?
I'm very doubtful, the captain says. It's been in that state for the last 2 years.
Right. But it can be undone.
Yes. I can see that perhaps there might be somebody still alive there if, for whatever reason, they have need of going into the city. Not unlike yourselves.
It's not the alive people I'm talking about saving.
I beg your pardon, I'm confused, the captain says.
Well, most of these people, Redcliffe citizens, are now among the undead. The thing is it's not some kind of, disease or anything like that. It's created. There's a cause to it. Somebody is doing it. It can be reversed.
But they won't become alive again, though. Liam says, but they'll still rest. True, Captain Maelstrom says.
And you believe this entity controlling the undead are inside the village? I would say he would be inside the castle, where it's well protected.
I'm pretty sure it's Connor, Jody says.
The son of...
The son of the Arl. The son of the late Arl, even. He is the one who was possessed by the demon, and it is said that he is the one who is controlling... The demon controlling him is the one responsible for the undead walking. For the dead walking.
Well, if I was a demon, I probably would want to... Knowing that I'm the one thing keeping the town in the position it's in, I would like to keep myself distanced from it.
Oh, obviously. I mean, it makes the most sense. There's only one other place that these things are, and it's right outside the castle.
I agree, Jody says, that we should try to mitigate the situation if we can. But if we are going to save anyone, at the very least, we should definitely try saving people who are actually still alive.
That is true, but remember, this is not a rescue mission. We need that star metal to change everything, to save everyone. While we can find and help people, I think our top priority will still be the star metal.
Jody nods. Fair enough.
Very good.
Would we propose sending two separate parties then?
No.
I propose, I say, looking at Delwyn, I propose we take a small party down to the windmill and infiltrate the castle. I think... Captain, what kind of air-to-ground attacks do this boat have?
We have our ballistas. It'll be difficult to point the ballistas downward. However, I believe Vic might have something that could be used to barrage the ground below. Oh, do I ever, Vic says as he rubs his. Leave that to me. How much area do you need is the question.
Well, I think me and my team can clear the area around the windmill, but we need to make sure that no one comes in after us. Can you make sure that that doesn't happen?
I'll be able to keep a good number of the... I'll be able to keep a good number of the undead at bay. I can't say that I have as much as I'd hate to admit it, I can't say I have enough explosives to necessarily blow the entire village square to Kingdom Come.
Well, that hopefully won't be needed. If we can take out this demon in the castle, well, that problem will solve itself. You just need to keep him off us long enough.
Once you're inside the castle, Liam says, I can imagine there's still going to be a good number of undead within its walls.
And that's why we need a good team going in. Lee, you're up for it?
Yes,
I think you have a new sword to test out.
indeed.
Wait, what's this about a new sword?
How about you mind your own business?
It became everybody's business when you said it out loud.
That's not how it works, my friend. I say with a grim smile. Although, I would like to invite you to join the team as well.
Perhaps
I've
you-
seen you in combat, and you're... I hate to see it, impressive. I'm guessing you want to join in, Delwyn?
Of course.
Very good. So, Jody and let's see, Nathan.
Nathan, yeah.
Jody and Nathan,
Yes,
you're both experienced with dealing with demons, are you not?
absolutely.
We could use you on the ground with us.
Nathan says, your sword is mine.
Very well. And lastly, but not least, Liam.
Yes, Scarsman, he says.
Time to prove your worth. How about you join us? We could use some faith battling these heathens.
The Maker has led me to all of you. I suppose I should continue following.
You don't suppose anything. You do or you do not. Do not hesitate. If you do, you stay on the ship. Understand?
He, his brow furrows a little bit, but not in a sense that he's upset at you, more in the sense like he's surprised. And he says, very well.
Very good. The rest of you, keep those undead off us until we're finished. Any other suggestions or questions?
Nobody says anything.
Very well. Let's suit up, get our weapons ready, and meet on the deck in 30 minutes.
Okay. As you guys are dispersing, Liam turns to Delwyn, and he says, "Catch," tosses you a box, a small jewelry box. As soon as he says that, don't get excited. It's not what you think.
Damn.
Like a small, like, jewelry box thing.
Right. Open it up, obviously.
You open it up, and it appears to be a pair of interesting-looking earring studs.
Mm-hmm.
They are the clip-on kind, so you don't have to have pierced ears to use them.
Right.
And Liam says, "Somebody from the circle wanted me to give those to you."
Huh. So you did go.
He says she explains that apparently those are used to help communicate with your companions. You put one ear on yourself, and you put another on the ear of the companion you want to keep close communication with. It has a range, though. I'm not exactly sure how far, but if we get separated, it might be useful.
I suppose so. He kind of just flicks one back at him.
Why are you giving this to me?
So I'll know if you run off. I'm kidding.
Earrings aren't really my style, he says.
You just clip it up here, brush your hair over it, nobody will tell.
You're gonna need to roll him a persuasion for that. He
Okay.
seems very reluctant to wear this thing.
I would have thought you would like had Nathan or.
Oh, I took a focus in it.
Nice.
Last level
Ooh.
up.
+9.
Well,
Whoa.
okay, +9. That's my entropy roll.
Oh, I mean, okay.
14.
Okay.
He looks at the earring, and he sighs. I'm gonna look so stupid with this.
Nobody's gonna notice.
He takes the earring as he leaves. Okay, so you guys are about ready to touch down. Vic the captain is going to be steering the ship herself. Meanwhile, Vic has gone downstairs. You hear him giving orders to the men, and he basically says, "All right, men, we're going to prepare the barrage. Our job is to keep all of the undead away from the windmill. I repeat, keep every single one that you can away. We want to try to put a barrier here and here. Walls of flames, you name it. Just keep it focused on that. We just need to keep it up until they're able to get inside. Any questions?" The men don't seem to have any questions. All right, and meet me downstairs in the boiler room. So the rest of them go down. Okay.
I'm a bit. I want to know how everyone looks now with the new armor and weapons and stuff like that.
I got
Your
some new
appearance.
boots.
I'm sorry?
I mean, I want to know how everyone looks like now.
Yeah.
Play characters.
Go ahead and describe yourself. Why don't you start, David?
Oh, okay.
Remind us again what you look
Okay.
like.
I have my silverite plate.
Mhm.
It's a heavy plate, metallic plates.
Mhm.
Honor's call, of course.
Mhm.
The shield. You can see a picture in the
Mhm.
in the journal.
Mm.
I have a long sword,
Okay.
a short sword, and a dagger also at my belt. And of course, I have a helmet with a nose guard.
Okay.
That's me. Oh, I also have a white cloak off my left
Off the
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, half cloak.
Mhm.
Very fancy. Dylan
Yes.
actually doesn't look much different, except he's got a really, really nice fancy gauntlet on it with, very shiny, very nice looking. And he's got a headband on.
Leildin?
Other than that, it's not much difference.
I am adorned with the new Drake scale boots. Notable, at least notable by Max, is I currently now have Nematos on my left side, and my normal what was that other kind, and my silver short sword. So I have Nematos on left, silver on right.
Right. And at the go ahead.
I was gonna say, should I just ditch the normal short sword now?
Well, it's still just a crappy short sword, isn't it?
Yeah, right now it
Nematos.
doesn't seem like Nematos doesn't seem like much at the moment.
I know, but I mean, like, basically, I basically have 3 short swords right now. A normal one that does the silver damage, and Nematos, and they all have the exact same stats as one another. So I'm just saying, down the line, I have like a duplicate.
Oh, well
I
then
mean,
yeah.
you can pitch it, you can sell it later, you can do whatever you want.
I'll figure that
The
out later.
stats
So right
of-
now I got.
At the moment,
So right now,
go ahead.
sorry, you first.
At this very moment, Logan, the stats of Nematos is that it's the same stats as a short sword, but because it's dull, your attack rolls with it, it'll be a -2 to penalty, and it'll also have a -2 to damage, because it's still dull.
Right, I'll take care of that later.
Well, I'm glad you got the sword.
All right.
I'll take it to a black. Crap, there's no blacksmith on this board.
You have a bow as well,
You
right?
don't think that it's going to take a blacksmith to awaken its power. You don't think that's what it is. That's what is required.
Use your soul.
I'll figure that out for more dramatic tension later.
That's
I still have my bow and my crossbow, so I'm fine.
That's fine.
You see the bow strapped to my shoulder, crossbow, retractor, whatever on my back.
Okay.
Well, you're all to your
Kunari
teeth.
decorated with weapons.
I'm Kunari, freaking. I can. That
Yeah,
abdominal strength.
Large man whose outfit ensemble is just weapons.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Just my leather garb.
All right.
It's like I would say, describing wise, the amount of weapons I currently have on me seems rather odd, considering I'm still in primarily rogue gear.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hood doesn't even I'm not even bothering to wear the hood anymore. It's just draped along the back now.
Okay.
And Dylan
Right.
is still not even wearing armor. Just
Um,
clothes.
So, just so you know, Jody is back in her silver mage outfit. It hasn't really changed since before. And Nathan, I just wanted to point out that he is also in full armor, and he has a heavy sword now. He's two-handed. He's wielding it two-handed at the moment. And his armor itself has an elven greenish tint to it. His armor is of elven make, similar to the armor that you might have seen if you did the Brazilian Forest quest. There's like an elvish armor that you get in Brazilian Forest that I believe has a greenish tint to it. So, anyway. Also, Delwyn, you will notice that as you pass by, if you're on the upper deck, you will notice the doors between. There's 2 doors that lead into the captain's quarters. In between that is hanging the plaque that you gave to the memorial, and actually you see several of the crewmen, as they're following Victor downstairs, they're sort of rubbing. They look like they're rubbing the plaque as they pass by.
Aww.
As we're preparing to drop down, I just gonna move up to Jody, stand beside her, and say, "Nice colors. They suit you."
Thank you, she says. Why, Maximilian, it appears that once again we match.
Yes. Wow. What a coincidence. I just smile at her and grab the rope.
Let's go. Gwenail, by the way, will tell you that he will hold back and just make sure everything is in order up on the ship while you guys are being covered. He says if he is able to find a way to catch up with you later, he will. So,
yeah.
All right. You guys take the rope and you climb yourself down. At the moment, it doesn't look like the undead are paying too much attention, but it's only a matter of time because it's a giant flying ship. So it'll at least pique their interest. I don't know if they will necessarily be hostile over it, but they'll be curious about it. When you dip down, you see that there are a few zombies that, or skeletons rather. There are skeletons down there that are half looking at the ship, half looking at you. And I guess they're kind of confused as to which one they need to react to first. So let me move the map.
This does not look like a windmill.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a windmill, but
Water.
this is the windmill. It's not pictured like it, but
okay.
that is it. even though
Okay.
it's not exactly pictured accurately.
Someone really screwed up the architecture on that windmill. Should not have a water wheel, but okay.
That foreman is so fired.
We can begin combat. Starting with Maximilian, you guys have a surprise round.
All right. So I'm gonna to. Okay, I have speed of 3 if I want to charge. 1, 2, 3. Can I go like this? 1, 2, 3.
Yep, you can.
Right. Charge and of course my signature move, charge, aim.
So I don't know if you can see the difference, but there are two types of skeletons here. This skeleton that you're charging right now is wearing guardsman armor.
All right.
The ones here are the other
Look
three.
upside down at it.
Yeah, the other three skeletons. They are. They're not wearing armor. They're wearing citizens, like regular townspeople garb, but they are carrying like pitchforks and axes and other like weapons. So.
Gotcha. Just had to look at them the other way around. Okay.
Okay, so your attack roll.
All right, here it comes. Bam.
That will hit.
20.
That will hit. Damage.
We have 2d6 plus 5 plus 2 frost damage. 13.
Okay. They resist some of it. How much frost damage? How much of the damage?
2.
2. Okay. We'll resist some of it. Okay.
Just as I drop down, I'm just gonna charge in. Like,
Yep. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Jody. She will begin casting a spell. And she will cast a wall of force. I will draw it so you can see. Let's use... We'll say she'll create a wall of force there.
You go, Jody.
Yeah.
And she will say, "The bridge is safe if you wish to. The bridge is safe if you want to make a run for it." And she will move. I guess. Oop, don't want my tool. Got it. No tools. Sorry. Her movement is 12. So we said that every 3 is a square. Is that what we said? Or every 4 is a square. Every 2 is a square. So she can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's her turn.
Oh, every square is 2?
I'm sorry?
Is every square 2?
I believe so. I believe that's what
Yeah.
we said.
So if you had 6, so if you had a speed of say 6, you can move 3 squares.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have a... Okay, so I only had a speed of... Okay, that doesn't really matter, actually. I just have a move. Okay, never mind.
You were able to make the skeleton do your attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
Okay, who's up? That would be
I think
Delwyn.
that would be Delwyn, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And that puts that guy in my field of view
Okay.
at decent range.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make a stealth roll first.
Go ahead.
For once, you're actually in my line of sight.
Yes. If you wish to make us seeing perception roll, you can roll one now, have a -2 because you're in the middle of combat.
Yep, but my perception is horrible, so I had never done this before. But here we go.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
Oh,
No, that's
Alright. So once you're done with your stealth roll, go ahead and cast your spell.
Okay. So I'm casting Walking Bone.
oh yeah,
Okay.
oh perfect.
So
Person has to
it's
roll.
within 5 the round I cast it, so I need to make my target number, which I don't think I should have any problem making it.
Okay.
I have to roll.
Just in case. Just roll just in case.
Yeah.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Nice.
It's got a 13, so it's like I'd have to roll.
Do I need to roll to save? Some sort of saving?
Okay, so it casts 1d6 plus 1 penetrating damage,
Mhm.
so I'll roll the damage now. So it's 5 penetrating damage.
Is this entropy?
Yes.
Okay. 5. It's going to resist some of it.
Okay.
Okay.
At the start of each of its turns, it has to make a Constitution Stamina test versus my spell power.
Now, does this require blood?
It doesn't require blood. I just infuse his blood.
Well, he's a skeleton. He doesn't have blood.
Yikes.
If you remember.
Oh,
if you
that's
want,
awkward.
if you want to, if that changes your action, then feel free to change that action. I think you would know that, because I think we said that a phylactery is fair game, but I don't think a skeleton
Yeah.
has blood. If it was a
Yeah.
zombie, you can argue that the zombie might still have blood within it. But
Yeah.
does that change your action?
Oh yeah.
Okay. In that case, to save time,
I'm just gonna cast Death Magic.
okay.
So it's just gonna be one roll.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
So I have my fancy little aura.
Okay.
I became.
All right, there we go. Liam will move. He's going to go speed of 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. He's going to make a jump.
oh, we gotta jump.
3d6 plus strength, which is a lot.
It's holy moly.
Oh yeah.
Looks like you can clear that, yeah.
All right. And I think that's his turn. Next, Lealden.
Alright. I don't think I have that same charge and aim move.
I don't think so either.
But I do have speed of 30, so I can move 6 spaces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there, I'm going to aim the bow at that guy.
Okay, the armored
Or
guy.
Fire at him.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
-1 to your attack roll.
Yep. Because I'll say with the whole
Makes sense that you're using a bow. You don't want to get too close to him.
Mhm.
yeah, and I'll also explain why I'm also already making my pathway. Just like, okay, just get me away from those things.
Yep.
And this should still keep a good field of view. Okay, so let's prime. Actually, can I use my crossbow?
Sure, whichever one you want.
I want to use this crossbow for something,
That's
and
fine.
I think it'd be easier to use than having a whole
Yeah.
thing.
You're a walking arsenal. Use whatever you have.
This freaking okay. So crossbow. So first we got to do Dex thing. -1 though,
Yes.
which is good that I got these boots that add on so much Dex already.
Yep.
But-
Yep.
So and then oh,
That will hit.
Whoa!
And you
Whoa.
got. Look
That
at
is
that.
an impressive stunt.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous stunt.
On an attack roll.
let's okay. What can I do to this thing?
Jesus.
What can't you do to it?
Let's. Okay, stunts. Here we go. I can do lightning attack,
Okay.
and all right. Let's see.
Let's make second.
Oh wait. Actually, let me see if I can get the angle. I can. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. You ready? I'm going to use dual strike, and I hope I can actually explain this. What I want to do is I want to use dual strike to fire at this guy, and then have it
Oh,
go
I think it's
through
only
the
when-
skeleton and hit that guy.
The
Then
way dual
Nice.
strike is worded, the enemies have to be adjacent to you, so I think it's only melee weapons.
Within 6 yards of prime target if you're using missile weapon.
if within
Yeah,
6
that-
yards of the target, if you're using a missile.
Okay.
Yeah. So it like
And,
bounces
yeah.
off. Yes. All right, you can
Okay,
strike both.
I want to do it. And then so that'll be 4 points, and then hang on, and then I will use pierce armor.
Okay.
It seems like that would
Which
go well.
which means it halves their armor. Their.
Yep.
Okay.
And it does the tooth. Okay, so there we go.
So give us the damage.
Okay, it's a crossbow. Okay, zoom out this PDF. Crossbows. That's 2d6 plus 1, but or is the -1 affect that one as
No,
well?
no, it doesn't. The -1 does not affect that. No, just the attack roll. 10. Okay.
To both targets.
And then they're halved. Their
Armor.
Their armors are
unit is
half.
halved.
Their
Okay.
armors are half.
Okay.
At the bolt.
Nice. Very nice. So, Lealden, with that amazing 666 roll, the sword around the sword that's in the hilt by your side surges with energy and it starts to glow.
Oh.
It starts to glow.
And I'm running, saying we have to move.
Okay? Is that your turn?
Yep. Does damage registers for them?
Damage for them? I already did. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Nathan's up next. Nathan will also move and follow suit after Liam. He will try to make a jump. That's gonna be good. Yep. All right.
Everyone is very good at jumping.
Yep.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you and Rudolph.
All right. It's a surprise round, so the skeletons don't go yet. Maximilians, back to you.
Alright.
Skeletons
I'm
are now
gonna cover
alert.
I'm gonna try and finish this skeleton off
Okay.
with a aim, then an all-out attack.
Okay.
Attack. 20. Still.
That will
no
hit.
dragon.
Roll for damage.
And I get -1 defense in next turn.
Okay.
2d6 plus 6 plus 2. 15.
Okay.
And 2 ignore armor.
All right. You swing your sword. You right down the ribs of the skeleton. The ribs shatter, and the skeleton falls apart and dies. And dies.
Good assist, Lee!
Anything else?
That was actually my minor and
Okay.
major action.
Okay. Jody will be up next. She will attempt her jump. This might be interesting. Her strength isn't that great. Her strength is
I
80.
have to damage. I want to get health back.
She doesn't have a strength value. Let's see how this goes. Oh dear. Oh dear.
No!
Jody
No!
will attempt to jump. She
I could throw her.
yelps and she falls into the water.
Uh-oh.
The current now, this isn't a strong current, so, but yeah, she's now submerged in the water. That will end her turn.
Let's hope she can swim.
I will say Delwyn is next.
Okay. Well, I am going to punch the skeleton in the face.
Okay.
This is what I do very well.
Nice.
2, so the attack roll will be 6.
Okay.
Quite a punch.
Yes.
So I'm sure you can, but that's something.
So does that do?
And that will hit. Yes.
Okay. All right. Roll. 6. Yep, it's 2d6 plus 4. That's plus strength. Just 4. Plus
Oh my gosh.
10.
Yeah.
And the 3 damage is fire.
You annihilate this skeleton as it goes up in flames.
I punch it and its head just goes flying.
Now, because you've got the death thing around you, does that do anything?
It would if I had taken damage.
Okay.
It would be healing
So
me.
it's alright. Next.
Dang it.
Is-
Oh, that's what I got to the point of my
After
element.
the attack, now that I've killed him and can move safely away.
Okay.
Or
Oh, that's what I forgot to add. I forgot to add the elemental
I
attack
will
for my.
move here.
I'll remember that for the next time.
Actually, I can move 7. So
I'm guessing Maximilian is reluctantly impressed by that attack.
Okay.
Wow, that guy can fight.
Focus gives you a +2, correct?
yes.
Okay. Liam is going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, and he is going to.
Oh, must go.
He is going to call out. He calls out, "Maker, guide my sword!" And he takes his sword and he makes a slashing motion towards the 2 skeletons here, and he does a holy smite, area of effect attack. Let's see if it's successful. 3d6 plus 3 because he has a focus in faith. Okay, that will be an 11. Alright, that will be enough. It does holy damage to the enemies, which actually they're weak against. Let's see.
I'm super effective, I swear.
1d6 plus his faith.
Yes.
1d6 plus his faith. Nice. 8 points of radiant holy damage, but they are. That seems to have done quite a bit of damage to them. Alright.
That's good.
Lealden, you're up.
Right. I call out, Max, we have to hurry. We can leave the ship to worry about these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta make the jump. So 3d6 plus strength.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, if at any point in this entire, like, oh, we're at to session 10 now, if I ever, like, it's just saying in my mind where I'm trying to just, reaffirm, like, just
Yeah.
to check myself. If it ever feels like I'm asking the same question over and over
That's
again,
fine.
like, oh, is it the strength, dex?
Yeah. 15. You will manage to land here.
Okay, then I move forward. I'm going to see if I can help her up.
Alright. Roll me a strength roll.
can do it.
8.
No, you can't.
You will at least be able to pull her up enough so that she can grab the side of the bridge.
Okay.
Ugh.
She's not in full of water.
She's not in full of water. She's holding up the side of the bridge. The poor thing, her beautiful hair is soaked. It's just... poor thing. She might need a little bit of comforting later.
That's it too.
Oh,
to dry those clothes.
with no Gwenail around.
Dress is dry clean only.
And I don't think I can aim at the. Yes, I think that's where I end the turn.
Nathan turns towards Jody and says, Jody, you okay?" Jody spits out some water from her mouth. She said, "I've had more glory. I've had far more glorious, less embarrassing moments." Nathan sort of grins and he charges forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he'll charge 2, 3. "You can't have all the glory here, Templar," Nathan says as he rushes past Liam, and he will attempt to attack. Okay, that will hit. Damage.
Nice rolls.
Ten points of damage. You will end up destroying this skeleton. Okay? The skeleton's turn. So we have these skeletons aren't the brightest things in the world. This skeleton will turn towards you guys. He will run after you and go clunk onto the wall. Clunk. This one will be going after Maximilian because he's right there, and he will swing.
Yes. Come, face me. Finally, some battle worthy of song. No. Not really.
Okay, this particular skeleton is holding a two-handed spear. I'm assuming a 12 is not going to hit, not going to get through your armor.
15.
Yeah, he's not going to get through. So that's his attack. The skeleton up here is going to go after Nathan. He will try to attack. Okay, Nathan's armor, defense. He will be able to get through that. His damage. Let me put up Nathan's values here. Okay, he takes 9 points of damage, but his armor absorbs a good amount of it, a good chunk of it. Okay. However, I'm going to move unseen characters. 1, 2, 3. Everybody who's watching can see what's going on.
Oh, what's happening?
4, 5.
Oh.
Another
Uh-oh.
skeleton comes and is flanking Nathan, giving him a bonus.
Oh, it's gonna take forever for me to get into that battle.
Crap, and he has the high ground.
I have the high ground.
36.
Except he's a skeleton, so it probably comes out like.
That's probably gonna hit. Okay. Does damage.